Rothbardt, and welcome to another one of my video blogs. What I'd like to talk about this week is the article that I just wrote for the Castro Valley Forum and the San Leandro Times about the deadlift. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about the deadlift, why it's such a great exercise, and show you a few variations that are going to make it a little easier or a little harder depending on what your fitness level is. The deadlift is a great exercise for everyone, and everyone should be doing some version of it, because everyone needs to pick things up. And that's really what it comes down to, is the deadlift is going to show you how to pick things up. It's going to strengthen the muscles that you need to pick things up. And you can be picking up your kid, a pencil, a bag of groceries, or anything else. It's really one of the most functional and important exercises you can do. If you haven't read the article, or you can't find the article or whatever, just send me an email to mitchrfitness@gmail.com. That's mitchrfitness@gmail.com, or give me a call at 510-754-7113, and I'll send it along to you. So let's get going about the deadlift. Okay, now I want to talk about something called the dumbbell deadlift. This is probably the easiest variation to use. It's usually the one that I start people out with. If you notice, I have the dumbbell on the floor, kind of right side up, and I also have it on a step. A lot of people have trouble getting down into the position of a deadlift, as low as the floor. So it's just easier to put the dumbbell on something, kind of makes it easier to get into position. What you want to do is kind of straddle the step. If you don't have a step, if you're just doing it from the floor, that's fine too. Get the dumbbell right between your ankles. Okay, you don't want to have it out here. You want to keep it as close to your body as you can. So you want to get it right between your ankles. From here, get that chest up in good position there. You're going to keep that position as you bring your hips back and reach for the dumbbell, okay? I'm back on my heels. If you notice, I'm actually wiggling my toes right now. I get my hands underneath, and I stand all the way up. I squeeze my glutes right here to bring my hips through. A lot of times people will kind of come up and stop there. Finish the move off. Finish the move off right there, okay? Keep your position. When you're going to put it down, you put it down the exact same way. Right down there, nice and close, okay? That's the dumbbell deadlift. Okay, so now I want to talk about the regular barbell deadlift. This is usually what you're going to see people doing at the gym or on TV or whatever else. You're going to use pretty much the same form as you did with the dumbbell deadlift. There's a couple changes though, because you got a bar in front of you, so you can't get the weight completely right between your legs. So what you want to do is get close to the bar, feet maybe slightly narrower than shoulder width. What I like to say is, see where your feet would be if you had to jump as high as you could one time. That's about where you want your feet to be, give or take. You want to get the bar pretty close to your shins, maybe about an inch or so off. Again, you want to keep the weight as close to you as you can, and that's pretty much as close as you're going to get. I'm going to go down and grab it. Watch when I go down, my knees are not coming forward, pushing the bar away, okay? I'm actually bringing my hips back to go down to the bar. So you get set, I bring my hips back to go down. Again, you notice that my lower leg is staying pretty much perpendicular with the floor. It's not coming forward that much. You're going to go back, you're going to grab, keep your head up, get your chest up so you're again in that arched back position, and just stand right up, finish the lift off with the glutes. Now, one of the things that gets in people's way when they're with the bars, when they're putting it down, they kind of don't know how to get it down. They feel like they're going to bash their knees. But you kind of don't have to worry about that if you get your hips out of the way first. Get your hips out of the way, and again, all of a sudden the bar is in front of my knees, it goes right down. Again, you want to keep that bar as close to you as you can, okay? So again, just to kind of do one in real speed. Go down and get it. Up, finish the lift. It's down. Putting the bar right down where I got it from. And that's the basic barbell deadlift. If you can't go down to the floor in good position with this, a lot of people, again, if you're really tight in your hamstrings or you have some really tight hips, you might be a little more rounded like this when you go down. That's not what you want to be. This is where bad things happen. You want to be able to get that. If you can't get into that position, then you can use a rack like kind of the one behind me, set the post maybe right below knee height or wherever is comfortable for you, and then you can lift from there until you can work your way to the ground. Okay, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and that is footwear. When you're deadlifting or exercising just in general, you really want to have something that's pretty low to the ground. It doesn't give you a whole lot of, I hate to say, but cushioning. You want something where you can feel the ground so you know where you are. When you have these kind of shoes that a lot of people wear with these thick soles and all this cushioning, you lose a lot of proprioception in the ground. That's why a lot of people have real bad balance. Particularly when you're deadlifting, you want to be real close so you can stay back on your heels. And when you have some of these shoes on that have these heel lifts, it's really hard to get into good position. You want something with it's a little flatter, or you just want to go in your bare feet or socks. So that's another thing to think about. That's really all I have to say about the deadlift. So if you have any questions, you can send me an email at mitchrfitness@gmail.com. That's mitchrfitness@gmail.com. Or you can just give me a call at 510-754-7113. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm talking about when it comes to footwear, I like just plain old Chuck Taylors. There you go. I don't know if you could see that, but that's what I always wear. They feel real good. So, again, have any questions? mitchrfitness@gmail.com, 510-754-7113. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.